You've been wondering, is she into you or are you imagining things? Here's the truth. Women don't always make their feelings obvious. Sometimes it's fear of rejection, of appearing desperate, or even of ruining a potential connection. But her actions, no matter how subtle, give her away. This isn't a fluffy she plays with her hair list. These are the real, raw signs that she's interested but holding back. Pay attention, because you're about to learn what nobody else will tell you. 1. She finds excuses to be around you, but never makes it too obvious. When a woman likes you but is scared to admit it, she'll make herself present in your life without outright saying, "I like you." She might show up at places you frequent, comment on your social media posts just enough to stay on your radar, or casually text you about random things. The key is subtlety. She doesn't want to seem too eager. This behavior stems from the fear of rejection. According to psychologist Dr. John Gottman, people often use proximity to gauge interest in a low-risk way. By being near you, she's testing whether you'll take the next step. If you notice her popping up in places where she doesn't necessarily need to be, that's no coincidence. Don't mistake her subtlety for disinterest. She's hoping you'll notice her efforts and reciprocate. If you're into her, make a move. Show her you see her without making her feel exposed. Confidence in these moments will separate you from the clueless crowd. 2. She overthinks her responses to you. Ever noticed her pausing before she answers your questions, or giving responses that seem overly thought out? This is a telltale sign that she's nervous about how she comes across. She's not just chatting, she's carefully crafting every word to impress you without being obvious. This behavior comes from her internal battle. She wants to show interest but is terrified of overstepping. Research on interpersonal attraction shows that we tend to overanalyze our actions around people we like, fearing missteps. If her texts take hours to craft or her verbal responses seem rehearsed, she's overthinking because she cares. You can ease her tension by being clear and direct in your communication. If you're casual and approachable, it will help her relax. But don't confuse her hesitancy with indifference. The more time she spends worrying about her responses, the more she cares about your opinion. 3. She teases you just enough to get a reaction. Teasing might seem playful on the surface, but it's often a calculated move. If she's poking fun at you, it's not just for laughs. She's testing how you'll respond. Can you handle a little heat or will you crumble? Women do this because they're drawn to men who can take a joke without losing their cool. Teasing is her way of challenging you, and if you respond with confidence and humor, you pass her test. Research from the Journal of Experimental Psychology confirms that playful banter often strengthens emotional bonds. Next time she pokes at you, don't get defensive. Lean into the joke and fire back in a playful way. This shows her you're confident and emotionally secure, which are qualities she's looking for. 4. She brings up other guys to gauge your reaction. Nothing tests a man's confidence like the mention of competition. If she casually brings up another guy or jokes about her imaginary boyfriend, she's likely testing your reaction. Do you get insecure, or do you stay calm and collected? Women want to know they're dealing with a man who's confident in his own worth. If you flinch at the mention of another guy, you're signaling insecurity. On the flip side, if you respond with nonchalance or even humor, you're showing her that you're not easily rattled. Remember, she's not talking about other men because she's uninterested. She's doing it to see how you'll handle the challenge. Pass the test by staying grounded and unbothered. 5. She notices details about you most people overlook. If she's complimenting your choice of cologne, asking about a bracelet you always wear, or remembering random facts about you, it's not random. Women don't invest mental energy into things they don't care about. This hyper-awareness is her way of showing interest without explicitly stating it. Behavioral studies show that people naturally pay closer attention to those they're attracted to. If she's remembering small details about you, it's because you're occupying her thoughts. Don't dismiss these moments. Acknowledge her observations with a smile or a playful comment. It's a subtle but effective way to reinforce the connection. 6. She gets nervous when she's around you. If she's fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, or stumbling over her words, it's not because she's disinterested, it's because you intimidate her in the best way possible. Nervous energy often accompanies strong feelings, and she's likely overthinking every move she makes around you. These nerves aren't a sign of weakness, they're a sign that she values your opinion of her. According to psychologist Albert Mehrabian, nonverbal cues often betray true feelings more than words ever can. If she seems nervous, don't call her out on it. Instead, create an environment where she feels comfortable. Show her you're approachable and understanding, and you'll see those nerves turn into genuine connection. 7. She asked for your help with small things. When she asks you to explain something she could easily Google or for help with something trivial, it's not because she can't figure it out. It's because she wants an excuse to spend time with you or see how you'll respond. This damsel in distress move might seem outdated, but it's rooted in biology. Women often seek partners who can provide support, and this is her way of testing if you're dependable. It's not about the task. It's about your willingness to step up. When she asked for your help, don't brush her off, but don't overdo it either. A simple, confident response shows her you're capable without being overly eager. 8. She tries to impress you without admitting it. If she suddenly starts talking about her accomplishments, flaunting her skills, or mentioning her ambitions, it's because she wants you to see her value. She's not bragging. She's showcasing herself in the hope that you'll take notice. This behavior ties into the concept of reciprocal attraction. She's trying to show that she's someone worth investing in, hoping you'll feel the same. If she's putting effort into impressing you, it's a clear sign she's interested but scared to make the first move. Acknowledge her efforts without overpraising. Let her know you see her value but don't pedestalize her. Balance is key. 9. She lights up when you're around. Pay attention to her energy when you enter the room. Does she suddenly become more animated or engaged? That's not a coincidence. Women often reveal their feelings through subtle shifts in energy, even if they're too scared to admit their interest. This heightened energy is a subconscious way of seeking your attention. Research on social dynamics shows that people are naturally more animated around those they're attracted to. If she's noticeably more vibrant around you, it's because she wants you to notice her. Next time you see this, don't ignore it. Engage with her and reciprocate the energy. It's a silent but powerful way to build a connection. 10. She gets protective of you in subtle ways. If she stands up for you in conversations, shows concern for your well-being, or subtly intervenes when someone else tries to take your attention, she's not just being friendly. This protective behavior is her way of signaling care without making her feelings obvious. Women often express interest through actions rather than words. If she's looking out for you, it's because she values you more than she's letting on. Don't dismiss these moments. They're as close to a confession as you might get. Acknowledge her efforts with gratitude, but don't overplay it. Let her know you see her actions, and the bond will naturally deepen. 11. She finds ways to keep the conversation going. When she likes you but is scared to show it, she'll work overtime to keep the interaction alive. Whether it's through endless questions, sharing memes, or dragging out a text exchange, she's trying to prolong her time with you. This effort to maintain connection is a strong indicator of interest. People don't put this kind of energy into someone they don't care about. If she's consistently finding reasons to talk to you, it's because she wants more from you. Don't make her do all the work. Show her you're equally invested in the conversation, and the dynamic will naturally progress. 12. She sends mixed signals because she's scared. Sometimes her actions will confuse you. One moment she's warm and inviting, the next she's distant. This push-pull dynamic isn't about playing games, it's about fear. She's trying to balance her interest in you with her fear of vulnerability. Mixed signals are frustrating, but they're also a sign that she's battling her own emotions. If she didn't care, she wouldn't bother. The key is to stay steady and consistent. Let her see that you're not going to run at the first sign of uncertainty. Your stability will eventually win her over. Show her that you're a safe space and the mixed signals will fade. If you've been missing these signs, it's not because they aren't there, it's because you weren't looking closely enough. Women express interest in ways that are often subtle and indirect, especially when fear holds them back. Learn to recognize these signs, and you'll never miss an opportunity again. If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.